You come to that realm, then God introduced you to the fifth realm of life. The fifth realm of life is the realm of secrets. We rule in this kingdom based on the secrets that is available to us. And let me tell you something about spiritual secret. It's not a secret because it is hidden. It is a secret because it must be given to you for you to have it. A man can tell you what God told him that he prospered. You will hear it and cram it. You will struggle. Because it's not the information. It is the spiritual essence that is imparted. When you come to the place of the fear of the Lord, He opens you up to His oracles. That's why Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 1, he said, we are servants of God. Therefore we are stewards of the mysteries of Christ. He said the secret of the Lord is with them that fear Him. He will show them His covenant. The secrets of God are only available to men that have come to a place where God is a law over their soul. And when God sees them, He opens them up to things. And then that man will go out to a place and God just say, greet everybody and smile. It's not about keeping a smiling face. He's walking by a code. That code was given to him. He can come to a place and minister and God say, when you preach, don't take honorarium. Just thank them and go. And then the person thanks them. Not because it's wrong to take honorarium. And because of what he did, he now makes the person he ministered for his slave. And that person will not rest until his ministry prospers. Maybe he would have given him honorarium of ₦1,000,000 or 500,000 or 100,000. But because God told him, say no. What that person will labor night and day to do, you can't pay for it in a lifetime. But it was a secret that was given to you. You may just be going home and God says, stop. Give this old woman money. And then you say, what is this? Okay, no problem. It is not just philanthropy. A code is being handed to you. And then you don't know why God can boycott 1 million people and find you. And then people look at you and they say, why is it always you? I'm walking by a secret. And so long as I walk in the realm of secrets, I'm invincible to mortals. They won't know why, but it will always be me. They won't know why, but it will always work. And then you say, why? I thought they say God is not biased. I thought God is not a respecter of men. Yes, He's not, but He's conscious of intimate men. And so when a man comes intimate with God, He's mindful of him. He can boycott a nation and find him. When God was going to destroy Sodom, Abraham said, far be it from you. I know your ways. You know that all men are not the same. I know that you have checked this thing in the justice courts of Zion. But what if you find 50 righteous men? And he immobilized God. And God said, if I find 50 righteous men, I will spare the city. Who are those men? They are the men that have embodied the laws of God. And they are walking by the secrets of God. God can't destroy them. What if you find 40? I will spare them. Until he came to 10. That means 10 men are more important than a nation. A nation is not relevant because of the number. A nation is relevant because of the ranking men that work in those nations. And that's why I honor fathers. Because I know 100 of us can manifest gifts, but one of those men can be more relevant with God. And maybe the reason, I hope you've heard that some fathers have not traveled out of this country in the last 4 years. We are traveling and having fun. We go and manifest in the country and we come back. We say God is opening doors. Meanwhile, for those men, God said, don't step out of Nigeria. Bishop Orokpo have not left this country in 4 years. God said, don't move. Because if they take off their feet from this soil, this nation will break. The nation may not be together because of our vigils. Because God is not moved by number. I wish I had time to talk to you about angelic codes. You will discover that in the spirit, number has rank. The reason the army of Israel is invincible is not because of their number. The army of Israel is 650,000 according to Numbers and First Chronicles. When you study the Torah is 350,000. And Israel believed that every letter of the Torah has an invincible letter. So the Torah has an earthly dimension and an invincible dimension. So the complete Torah to an Israeli rabbi is 600,000 figures. And so when Israel marches out, Israel is the Torah. The number is a rank. The word Torah is 611. Still representative of 600. The reason you can't conquer the army of Israel is because when they come out, it is the law of God that is marching. You can't destroy them. They are invincible. So when they say when 2 or 3 are gathered, it's not just 2 or 3. What is your rank in the spirit? There is something you... I am telling you, God can boycott a nation, and God can go for a nation because of 2 men. And then you are arrogant, preaching from your pulpit and shouting that nobody can. You don't know what you are talking. When you go to heaven, you will be humble. Because they may tell you, the reason you are manifesting a gift of the Spirit is because this man prayed that God should anoint some people. And so on the strength of his prayer, we found you. You now will go and say, hey, when I meditate for 3 hours, I move in word of knowledge. You don't know kingdom. He said in Colossians 4:12, Epaphras is one of you, a bond servant of Christ, laboring fervently for you in prayers, that you will stand perfect and complete in. I am sharing this thing not to exhort men, but to provoke your holy conscience, so that you will strive for growth in the kingdom. Certain things are bigger than impartations. There are some men that have journeyed with God. He said Enoch walked with God and he was not. What it meant was not just that God carried Enoch from earth. Enoch walked with God until you couldn't find Enoch. Everything about Enoch became a representation of God. Enoch was lost in God. He became a custodian of divine secrets and mysteries. That's a kingdom man. He walked with God. He said Noah, being warned of God, moved with fear. There was a reverence that Noah carried. It was bigger than an anointing. Noah built that ark by discernment of spirit. Because everything he built in the ark, he saw it in the spirit. But the rank of Noah was not on the strength of his gift. It was the reverence. And the Bible says on the strength of Noah's reverence, the whole earth was judged. That means in the days of Noah, Noah was more honorable in the eyes of God than the whole earth. That's why I say until the time of John, a whole generation was wielded to John. What do these men have? They have a walk with God, a rich walk in life. Thank God for the manifestations of the gift. But where are you journeying to? How far have you gone in the journey of life? How many secrets can be committed to you? The secrets of the Lord is with them that fear him. When your generation is counted, will God find you worthy to hold a secret for his generation? Do you know what we call mantles? Mantles are actually dimensions that are entrusted to men, because they are found worthy on the strength of their walk with God. And so God gives it to them. Wherever they wield it, things happen. And when they are about to leave, God will look for another faithful man and commit it to him. Can you be found worthy in your generation, having journeyed with God, to come to a point where a secret can be given to you? It has nothing to do with whether you are an apostle or a prophet. It has everything to do with the cadre of life you are walking. You can have no title, yet you'll be more ranking than a bishop. You can have no title, yet you'll be more ranking than an apostle and a prophet. Don't be deceived by titles. It is the mantle you command that determines your rank in the kingdom. It's all a function of life. You can be a businessman and more spiritual than a general overseer because of where you are walking. Secrets are committed to you. And then the 6th realm of life is the realm of knowledge. Not theology.